The show opens in the very pink bedroom of 7-year-old Whimsy St. Clair. She sits on her bed with BFF Story, both played by teens, writing in a large pink book.
When we first launched the Theater Bug 13 years ago, we knew that we wanted this to be a safe community for kids to create art in. We knew that we wanted to do plays and musicals and create art with these amazing young performers, but also to give them a space to grow up in. But the thing that we didn't know right away is that those plays and musicals would all be original. It wasn't a couple months after we had launched that we knew that we wanted to do our first fully produced main stage production, and I started looking into licensing fees for plays and musicals for children, and we had zero funding. We were brand new, and there was absolutely no way that we were going to be able to afford to do really anything that we were interested in. And so the first original play that the Theater Bug did was done out of necessity and turned out to be such a treasured and iconic part of who we are. I think giving a platform to some of these stories that we don't hear very often, especially not through the lens of a child, is really important. It not only empowers the person who's in the audience and sees themselves represented in the show, but it really empowers the kids who are in the show to feel like they are able to help share each other's stories. One thing that came out of our production of The Barefoot Children in the City of Ward was the interest from other educational theatrical venues to produce these plays. And that meant that even though we had initially set out just to provide a very specific experience for the kids and the audience that was there right then in that moment, that it got to reach further than that.
Most of the time when you're trying to find a piece of a play or a musical as an educator, I want something that's going to enrich them, teach them something, and they're going to walk away with something invaluable. At USN, we have done Inside Out Atlas, and we've done Barefoot Children in the City of Ward, and our children can see themselves in all of those plays. As an educator, I want to find plays and musicals that are going to be impactful for my students and have something that they can take with them for the rest of their life.
Early on at the Bug, we started doing some playwriting workshops where the kids would come in for a weekend, and my amazing friend, Nate Epler, would come in and help to mentor them through the playwriting process. It felt like we were sort of closing the loop on the way that the Theater Bug wanted to explore original works.
The Playground is the Theater Bug's program to educate and inspire students to tell their own stories. We give them the tools and the room and the space to imagine what they want to see on stage and then put it on stage with the rest of their community. Yeah, we've had the opportunity to do it with several students through the 10-minute play festival and on the main stage, and the response has been extraordinary. They put their story up on stage and immediately see the impact that it has on an audience. I mean, these are people who are applauding or laughing at the right moments on a thing that they created all by themselves. And one of the things that I am overwhelmed by over and over again at the Theater Bug is what a safe space it is for that kind of community and storytelling and exploration.
So this past year, I was a part of the 10-minute play festival. And it was amazing because some of the students that I teach at USN were some of the authors. And to see their perspective, you see them walk down the halls, you see them in class, but then all of a sudden they open their heart and write something that we never knew about them or what they were thinking about. That's the ember that's burning the Theater Bug has given out. So it's not just one playwright writing all these wonderful plays. Now it is encouraging other playwrights to take what they found at Theater Bug and give it out to the universe.
These plays go on, but they also start here.
Even though our number one goal always is to serve the kids who are in front of us and to make sure that they have a loving community of artists to be there and be a part of their formative years. There's something bigger than that happening at the Bug, and that is this library of plays. Kids all over are going to be able to experience these new plays and have access to art that was created for them.
I love writers. The two things I do are write my own stories and help other people tell their stories. And it's because I believe really fundamentally that stories knit communities together. Every middle school and high school in America has an English department or a theater department that is putting on at least 1 or 2 plays for their students, with their students. And they are choosing from the same stuff that they chose from when I was in high school, when you were in high school. It is very difficult to find something that speaks to this moment.
When a supporter gives to the Theater Bug, they are supporting the community in front of them in absolutely incredible and life-changing ways, but they're also supporting the growth of material that is available to kids everywhere, knowing that they have done something that will make a lasting imprint on the arts overall.
I wish I had Theater Bug when I grew up, so I knew that I was special, that I knew that I had a place to be loved and to belong. And Theater Bug has that for me, even now as an older educator, parent, adult. What my hope is that we can pick even a little minute part of Theater Bug and spread it somewhere else. It's going to open the hearts and the minds of so many people like it has done for me.
I know that we can't really know each other until we know each other's stories. Plays that are made here don't stop here. They have the opportunity to get launched from here to anywhere.